Welcome to Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. I'm your host, Ginger T-Rex. Today on the show, Chuck Simpson is rejoining me from Turtle Mountain Brewing Company in Rio Rancho. Now, last time he was on the show, he made this sopa de lima that was so yummy. And I cannot wait to see what he's going to make for us today. But first, let's go take a look at the restaurant.
Since 1999, Turtle Mountain Brewing Company has been Rio Rancho's brew pub, serving up the best pizzas, calzones, and grinders from a wood-fired oven, along with award-winning handcrafted ales and lagers from their on-premise brewhouse. You'll find the atmosphere warm and friendly, the food hearty and delicious, and the beers exceptionally flavorful. Turtle Mountain is the culmination of over 2 decades of market research in pubs and beer festivals all over the world.
We're regulars here at Turtle Mountain. We like their menu and we like their specials. Tonight we'll come back because of the Cuban sandwich. Our youngest loves the Cuban sandwich and they don't have it every week, but when they have it, we bring him in for his favorite meal.
We're sure you'll want to enjoy Rio Rancho's version of Cheers and come to Turtle Mountain Brewing Company and make yourself at home time and time again. Well, one of the great things about coming to Turtle Mountain Brewery is, in fact, that it is a brewery, and the brewery is right behind us, right, Mark?
That's exactly right.
That's where you make all of the varieties that you have here. So tell us a little bit about the varieties that you make, and how many beers do you make in the course?
We'll do about 50 beers, different types of beer throughout the year, our regular beers and our seasonals. We'll make everything from a light lager to a very hoppy IPA or a stout, barley wines, things like that.
Well, I want to try the light lager.
Absolutely.
I'm a Cabo fan, so let's try that.
You bet.
And while you're working on that, Mark, tell us a little bit about the seasonal beers.
Seasonal beers will have beers that kind of reflect the time of year, like St. Patrick's Day. We will have Irish Stout on nitrogen. In May we'll have Maibach, which is a German, light German lager, and we'll have Hefeweizen during the summertime with a slice of lemon in it.
I love the light lager, but I'll tell you my little secret. Put a slice of orange in this.
Oh yeah,
it's
absolutely.
really terrific.
Thank you.
And if you're a loyal customer here, you've got the Mug Club, right?
Right. Happy hour prices, extended happy hour prices, and you get to drink out of your own tankard or mug or glass.
And you can take this home too, right?
Absolutely.
Grab a growler to go.
You bet, half-gallon growler, take it home, put it in your fridge, and you can enjoy Turtle Mountain beer in your house.
Well, one of the things that goes great with Turtle Mountain beer is Turtle Mountain pizzas.
Yeah.
Let's go make one.
Excellent.
Well, Nico, Mark showed us around the brewery, had a good time sampling some beer here, and now it's time to talk to you a little bit about the restaurant. I'm sampling the Atom Bomb, which is my favorite pizza here, and I understand it's the favorite of a lot of folks, right?
It is. It is our best-selling pizza. It is pepperoni, sausage, spinach, green chili, and pine nuts. So a very delicious combination of ingredients.
Incredible. Calzones too, right?
Yep. We make what I consider to be the best calzones in town. So definitely want to come in and try one.
There's nothing better than pizza and calzone at Turtle Mountain Brewery. But there's a lot of other great things that go on here too. You do special events here all the time, right? You got St. Patrick's Day events and other events?
We do brewmaster dinners on a quarterly basis, and we do other specialty events as the need arises. We do special barbecue events on the patio. So yeah, throughout the year, we do a variety of events.
When you're in Rio Rancho, you absolutely positively have to come to Turtle Mountain Brewery. One of our favorite places here with Cliff Dweller Productions. All of our employees love coming up to Turtle Mountain. And now it's time for us to head down to Builder Source Appliance Gallery, do a little cooking with Ginger and Chuck. Are you two ready to go?
Well, I'm ready. Chuck, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get after it.
Great. So we'll be right back after this.
So I've been here about 9 years. It's a good job, really fun to do. We always have a good time serving up pizza. Hi, I'm Mike Williams with Builder Source Appliance Gallery. Welcome to today's episode. Today we'll be cooking in our Thermador kitchen. Thermador with the 1-2 free program that will save you as much as $6,000 on your appliances. Thermador still features the quietest dishwasher on the market today. And their Star Burner cooktop still gives you that control and performance with the Star Burner giving you more heat under the pot. But what I'm really excited about is the new steam convection oven. The steam oven allows you to cook rice, chicken, and even take leftovers and have them taste as well as they did the night before. You'll find these and many other products at Builder Source Appliance Gallery in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and El Paso.
Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Thermador, an American icon that rises above all others for those who insist on true cooking performance.
Hi, we're at Builder Source Appliance Gallery in Albuquerque, and my guest today is Chuck Simpson, and he's coming to us from Turtle Mountain Brewing Company, not too far away in Rio Rancho.
Not too far at all.
And you brought a dish that's a seasonal special at Turtle Mountain, right? So tell me about this.
Right, well, what we're going to do is we're going to make a butter wine sauce with prosciutto and springtime vegetables, and we're going to put that on fettuccine.
Oh, yum. Wow, it looks really good. A lot of ingredients that people could probably manage and try to make this at home in their own house, right?
The sauce only takes 4 or 5 minutes, however long it takes you to boil pasta, and that's it.
Okay. It always starts out that way, right? It's going to be so easy, I hope, until you try it at home. But this recipe is on southwesthotchefs.com, and you can try to make it at home. So
Absolutely.
We've already got some pasta boiling here, or you do.
Well, we're getting pretty close on this pasta. We're about halfway.
Should I give it a stir?
Give it a stir, yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that's pretty much perfect right there.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, then let's get our saute going.
Yeah.
And you've got a hot pan over here.
Got a hot pan.
Do you want me to turn this down?
I've got olive oil. Yeah, turn that down.
All right. So you're adding just a little olive oil.
Just a little olive oil. Typically at Turtle Mountain, I'll use garlic oil. We roast garlic in our wood fire pizza oven, so we always have garlic oil on hand.
Is that your roasted garlic right there that I see?
That's roasted garlic from Turtle Mountain. All right, so this olive oil should be good and hot.
Okay. And we're cooking in a Thermador kitchen today, which it has the famous star. Do you notice the burners?
Right, the star burners are great actually. The flame spreads further across the pan, so
like more surface area than a circle.
More surface area, yes. And
That's
I really
cool.
like how quickly it heats up.
Very cool.
I'm going to throw a half cup of shallots in there.
Okay. Half cup of
See
shallots.
how hot that is?
That's hot.
I'll
That's
turn it
not
down a
like
little bit.
popcorn hot, but that's hot.
And a half cup of the roasted garlic we just talked about.
Yep.
And we only want this to sweat the onions.
Okay.
Because we're going to be deglazing it later and melting butter into it later, so it's going to have plenty of time to cook and tenderize.
Okay. Sweat. Which means just
It's not fully sautéed. It's not fully cooked. It's just bringing the oils out of the shallots. The flavor of the shallots will start to mingle with the flavor of the roasted garlic and the oil.
Those are looking and smelling amazing, I might
You can already
add.
smell the aroma of the roasted garlic.
Oh, great.
So it only takes maybe 2 minutes. You think it's been about 2 minutes?
Sure, it's been 2 minutes.
It looks pretty well sweated. I'm going to add a nice handful of prosciutto
Okay.
before we throw our vegetables in. The reason I want to do this is because I want this prosciutto to start to sizzle and again mingle with the flavors of the onions and get it all in the oil and into the garlic. And
Combining those flavors.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we'll give this prosciutto a minute to sort of render off the fat.
And that's thinly sliced and cut in little squares,
Yes.
like bite-sized pieces.
Yes, and you asked earlier what exactly prosciutto is, and it's a dry-aged
That was
ham.
off camera. I didn't want everybody out there to know I don't know what prosciutto is. Thanks for selling me out, Chuck. All right, what is it?
It's a cured ham. It's dry-aged.
Cured ham.
They actually let the ham age to the point where it molds, and they cut all the mold off, and that's what you get with your prosciutto.
You always find it in the cheese aisle,
Mm-hmm.
which is cheese has a similar like fermentation process where they wait for it to age and then serve it. So
Exactly.
interesting.
So you see the prosciutto starting to sizzle a little bit,
Yes, I do.
and that's similar to bacon rendering off its fat. It's lending its sort of salty, hammy flavor to the rest of the oil and onion saute.
Salty, hammy flavor. I like that.
Salty, hammy flavor. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add strips of zucchini.
Okay. And those are julienne.
Yes, and we wanted to do strips so that it kind of is similar to the pasta and easier to eat with the fettuccine noodles.
Oh, yeah.
These are poblanos.
Those are poblano peppers?
Yes.
What if you had green peppers? Would those work
Green
as well?
peppers would work as well. And tomatoes.
Also julienne.
Yes.
I just learned that word today, so I'm going to throw it around all over the place. Sprinkle the word julienne all over our day. That looks fantastic. Wow, Chuck.
Now this is going to take a few minutes because we want this to tenderize.
Okay.
And the poblanos especially, they're a little harder of a pepper, so they're going to need to saute with this onion and garlic for probably a good 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. Good time to take a break. We'll let these saute for a little while, and while they do that, we'll be right back. Go to southwesthotchefs.com and take a look at the recipe. Maybe you can catch up and start making this with us when you return. We're at Builder's Source Appliance Gallery in Albuquerque, and Chuck from Turtle Mountain Brewing Company has been sauteing over the break. I hope you went to southwesthotchefs.com and checked out the ingredients, and if you want to catch up, we've been sauteing the vegetables, pancetta, onions. Prosciutto, sorry. And what are the other ingredients, because I can't remember?
Shallots, roasted garlic, tomatoes, poblanos.
And it smells amazing. I wish you could smell this. And our pasta is finished. It's al dente, and we set it aside. And so what's the next step? What are we waiting for? What are we doing now?
We can tell now that all the vegetables are tender. The poblanos, you might say, are a little undercooked still. They're still a little crispy, but that's fine because they're still going to cook in the rest of the sauce.
Okay.
So they should have plenty of time to soften. I had you try one of the poblanos during the break.
Yes, and they're yummy.
She said they're a little mild, so what I'm going to do is add a little white pepper because I want a little bit of spice on here. I don't want spicy,
but
just a
flavor.
Touch of flavor, exactly.
And you use poblanos rather than green chili in the restaurant because the added flavor, kind of the New Mexico thing.
It's unique, it's New Mexican, and green bell peppers are cliche.
Yeah. You're above that, right?
Exactly.
And we're working in a Thermador kitchen today, and this kitchen, unlike, I mean, a lot of brands offer rebates, but Thermador offers the most. You can get $5,000 back on a kitchen like this. And it's been fun working in Thermador today, I think.
I love these star burners.
Yeah.
They burn clean and hot and evenly. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to deglaze this pan with some white wine.
So I learned that deglazing means you're getting the good stuff off the pan to use it in the sauce, right? For lack of a better, you explain it.
And you can hear right away it quieted.
Yeah.
All the sizzling going on,
yeah.
It just got lifted into that wine. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat up a little bit.
That's a lot like what I said, right?
Right.
It was similar.
I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit to cook some of this wine off so it starts to boil a little bit.
Okay.
Because I don't want a watery sauce.
Right.
When I melt the butter in, I want it to be creamy.
How do you know when it's deglazed? Like you look for all those bubbles to disappear, or?
I'm actually just looking for it to thin out a little bit. Actually, it's already cooked off enough that I think I can go ahead and proceed with our next step.
Right on.
Like I said, we're making a butter wine sauce. We got the wine.
Yep.
We're missing the butter.
Now you guys are known for your beer. So what kind of beer would you pair with this dish?
Probably a lighter beer, like a Pilsner.
Okay.
Now that our sauce is thickened up a little bit, I think it's safe to put in a little fettuccine.
Okay.
Like we said earlier, al dente, because since it's going in to a boiling pot like this, it's gonna cook again, so we didn't want it to overcook the first time around.
If you have any problems with the way the fettuccine was cooked, just tell somebody else about it. we have a special line you can call.
As I said, you did a great job on the fettuccine. I'm not seeing any clumps.
You're not seeing any clumps? Yay! That looks fantastic. And you make them this way in the restaurant. Cooked to order, in a pan, served hot. I saw dishes like this flying by me last night with servers, and I'm like, oh, why didn't I get that? But I get it today, so
now,
lucky me.
I want a nice vegetable to pasta ratio where you'll get a nice forkful of fettuccine, but you also get the zooks and the prosciutto and the poblanos in every bite, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so vegetable to pasta ratio. That's a new chef term I have not heard yet, but I'm going to use it.
I'll add a little bit more, but I don't want to get too much fettuccine in there.
Your sauce is coating the pasta nicely.
That's what I was hoping for, yeah. The butter to cling to the pasta. That's also why I opted for fettuccine, because it's a fatter pasta.
For a beer guy, you know what you're doing. I gotta say. Coming off expert, Chuck. There we go, wow. Now you gotta show off a little bit.
There you go, now you
Beautiful.
see the sauce starting to coat that.
Yes. Wow, it's really, the garlic in there, it has like a nice little caramel glaze on it.
Exactly.
The poblano might be my favorite, but I cannot wait to try the prosciutto. Say it for me.
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto. I can't say that word. I need the phonetic spelling because it throws me off with all the C's and the U's and the T's and all the spelling when I read your recipe.
Since this pasta was pulled off al dente and still relatively warm, it should be plenty hot now. So
all right, let's eat.
I think we're ready to eat.
Let's try it. Should I stand back? Oh no, that was a nice gentle pour. That is lovely.
And I'm just gonna garnish it with some shredded parm.
Even more lovely.
And chives.
I'm always waiting in the wings with a fork.
Have at it.
You have a fork too if you want to try some of it. This is kind of rough date food, but
it's going to be very rich from the garlic and the prosciutto.
I'm grabbing a big garlic because I love garlic and yours looks amazing. Now you get some more of this poblano and the prosciutto.
I could have gone with more white pepper, honestly.
No way. You nailed it. That is so good. I only do this once a season, but I'll see you later. Hey Chuck, thanks so much for coming on the show and making that yummy food for me today.
Thank you, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me. I'd like to invite everybody to come out to Turtle Mountain Brewing Company, 905 36th Place in Rio Rancho, just off of Southern Boulevard. Come by and have some great beer, some pizza, and some great grub.
Yeah, it is great. And if you want to try the great recipes we made on today's show, go to southwesthotchefs.com. And please join us again next week for another delicious episode of Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants.
Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Heritage Hotels and Resorts, Robin West, an independent stylist for Stella & Dot Jewelry, Via Miriam Coffee, the official coffee of Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants, and Builder Source Appliance Galleries, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and El Paso. Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is produced by Cliff Dweller Productions.